Rick and Morty creator Justin Roiland's game development studio Squanch Games has mainly focused on virtual reality games since its inception in 2016. From its debut VR game accounting to 2019's Trover Saves the Universe, Squanch's efforts have been well received by the VR community. With its latest game, Squanch is looking to release a more traditional gaming experience. High on Life is a first-person shooter that successfully serves as a send-up of the FPS genre while also standing as a great new representation of it, foul-mouthed talking guns and all. High on Life's talking guns are its defining feature, and they help inject a lot of personality into the experience. All the traditional FPS gun types are represented here, with the standard pistol, shotgun, machine gun, etc., except they all have their own personas, voice actors, and amusing ways of reacting to the ridiculous situations the players find themselves in. Besides their standard fire, the guns all have secondary functions that are integrated seamlessly into the game's combat, puzzles, and platforming. Take High on Life pistol Kenny, for instance. While players are able to use Kenny like a pistol from any other FPS game, he also has a secondary fire that lets him shoot at a large glob of green goo. In combat, Kenny's glob is great for crowd control, as players can shoot it into a swarm of enemies to send them all flying into the air at once. For platforming and puzzle solving, the glob is used to knock barriers around, sometimes creating new platforms for players to land on. The more guns players collect in High on Life, the more creative they can get with the game's combat. For example, players could send a group of enemies flying into the air with Kenny's glob, then they could quickly swap to the shotgun, a frog-like creature named Gus, and take them all out with a single shot. Each weapon adds to the player's combat toolbox, and their secondary abilities also give players many more options when it comes to navigating the game world. High on Life has Metroidvania elements in that regard. When players first visit a planet, they will find areas that they lack the means to reach. Upon returning to these areas later on with more weapons and abilities at their disposal, High on Life players will find that they have far more freedom and will be able to get to spots and collectibles that were inaccessible before. The knife in High on Life is as integral to exploration as the guns. Very early on in the game, High on Life players collect a bloodthirsty, psychopathic knife that is obsessed with stabbing people.